Guys, you see this on my hat right here? That is a big bass, and that is what we're trying to catch today. How fat he is? Yes, sir, he's a fatty. We're out here on one of my favorite lakes. It's a small lake. I say it's one of my favorites. It's honestly not my favorite, but it's up there amongst like my top 12 in the state of Arkansas because this place has some big ones. And we're here really with one goal in mind, and that is to crush my new PB largemouth. So I've been fishing for bass for a long time. My PB currently as it stands is a 7-pound, 14-ounce bass. And while that was a behemoth of a fish, you know, in today's times, it really doesn't feel all that big. There's guys going around catching 10, 12 pounders left and right. And granted, most of them are over in Texas or Florida or California. You're not hearing about that here in Arkansas, but there are some big ones that live here in Arkansas. And just recently I saw a dude catch a 9-pounder in this lake, and that would be amazing. So we're here in the early spring. It's pre-spawn. The fish should be, you know, at their maximum weight right now. And we're gonna grind it out. We're committing to this lake all day, and we're gonna throw a bunch of different baits. Like I'm starting off throwing a little harnessed swim bait. This one here has got some history in itself. You see it's already got some teeth marks, some head rash, because it has caught some big ones, but no 7, 8 pounders though. And I'm hoping maybe we can get 1 or 2 more fish out of this bait before we have to retire it. But we're gonna start here. This lake is lined with a bunch of cypress trees. There's some old docks. There's some good deep water and some standing timber out that way and that way. And honestly, I'm feeling excited, but I'm also feeling a little nervous because I feel like something good could happen today. We have pristine conditions for largemouth fishing, and we're gonna get after it. But guys, we hope that you're excited for today's adventure. Hopefully we can find that new personal best largemouth, but if not, you know, whatever, but we're gonna try to make it happen. So if y'all are pumped, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more, and let's start slinging this bait around until we can't connect with a big one. Let's go. Little cypress tree, little cypress knee. Hey, this should be the ticket. That's a fish. Sounds like a pretty good one. Pretty good fish. Oh my gosh, big fish. Big fish. Big fish. Big fish. Big fish. How fat he is? Yes, sir, he's a fatty. He's a fatty. Let's go. Oh, baby. I was talking about how it's pretty straightforward. Should be catching a fish right here. Oh my gosh. He's not a 9-pounder, but golly, what a start. Look at the tank on this one. For those of you that don't know the anatomy of a fish, this right here is the tank. He's got a lot of it. Oh my gosh, he stopped that thing. Wow, it's probably like a 5.5 pounder, just fat. We'll get a weight on him here in a second, but he crushed jackhammer. I started off with a bluegill color one, but I was kind of feeling I needed to put a shad color on. Got a 6 cents juggle minnow on the back of that thing. That trailer makes this bait really erratic, make it really hunt. Oh man, he stopped it. What a beast. I mean, that fish is crazy. Look, he got some spiky dorsal fins. Just, oh my gosh. What a thick boy, or thick mama. Okay, I've got it right inside the gill plate. 538. 538. It's quality fish, guys. I mean, the colors on it are awesome. She's got this black, oh gosh, she's got this black mark on her pectoral fin right there. Just a really unique looking fish. Okay, we've done it. We broke the ice and fishing for about an hour. We might be in an area where there's a bunch of fish at. We're up here kind of where this creek comes into the lake. Great area to catch some big bass in the springtime. Let's get a release on her and let's get back after it. Well, ever since we caught Big Stacy, we have had zero luck. It is currently 2:08 in the afternoon. I think we caught her like at 10. So that's 4 hours with nothing. We had a couple of bites pretty much right after I caught that big fish. One actually hammered me pretty good, but I missed. But since then, nothing. We worked a bunch of good looking areas, but we decided to relocate. We're up here on the upper end of the lake now, up here by the dam. It's a little bit deeper. We got some leopard frogs laughing at us over here. But we decided to come up here. It's a little bit deeper, just kind of get a change of scenery because it just has not worked out. I've thrown that chatterbait a lot. I've thrown a swim bait. I've thrown a jig. I've thrown a Texas rig, and just, like I said, nothing. But we're in the afternoon now. The sun has come out. These Florida strain bass like it when the sun comes out. And I'm thinking, as the water temperature continues to rise, we're at 62 degrees now. It'll probably be 65 before it's all said and done. Maybe it'll turn them on. We'll catch some. And maybe this is the end of the lake that they're actually biting on. So we're going to piddle around and find out. Hopefully we get a big one. Ski! I lied. Remember when I said that we were going to commit to that lake the entire day? Well, 5 hours without a bite will change your mind and change your perspective about life. Like, that was a grinder. We started off really, really good. Caught that 5-pounder. It was about an hour in, but we were still just kind of get our feet underneath us and just kind of figure out what the lake was doing. And then I had a couple bites and literally just nothing. And so we have resorted to plan B, which I did not think we were going to do any plan Bs today, but we are here at the dam on the Arkansas River, and we are going to try to salvage the day. It is now 4:20, and we've got about 2 hours and 10 minutes left of daylight to work with, and we're going to hopefully catch some fish. I don't care what we catch at this point. We caught our bass. Remember I said we were going to catch this bass? I didn't lie about that. We caught that bass, and the bass I caught today was bigger than that one. But down here we can catch some more bass. We can catch some white bass, striped bass, yellow bass. We can catch drum, crappie, catfish, paddlefish, gar, and suckers. So I'm sure we can catch something. I'm tying on a double jig rig with some crappie magnets. And if we don't catch anything, then you will never see this video. But if we do, we're cooking. Okay, so let me give you all a little nugget of info on how I like to select a spot down below these river discharges. So you can see there's a pretty good amount of water being released right here from the hydro. And if you can't just really just pick just a random spot on the bank and start fishing and expect to have a tremendous amount of success. So what I look for is a spot where the current is breaking. And you kind of have some calmer water next to the fast water. In this case, the water is actually coming towards us right here. And it's a lot slower than what it is right there. Right there, it's really fast. Right there, it's really fast. And right here is where I'm expecting the fish to kind of be hanging out, kind of out of the fast current and actually getting brought to me because the current is being pushed towards the bank right here. I've got a double jig rig. I've got just a tube and a grub on right now. I was missing some baits in my box. This is what we're working with, just some old standards. I've got the eye hole jig head up here. I've got a double cross jig head on the bottom. Surely there's gonna be something right here. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. What is this? It's felt like an eternity since I caught me a fish. Looks like a nice white bass too. I just had to retie. I lost my rig. I just put a single grub on there. And we've got our first fish of the afternoon since our big largemouth earlier on today. And it's a nice white bass. Get up here. There we go. That's how you get the afternoon started right there, guys. Probably like a almost 2-pound white bass. Probably a pound, actually probably almost more like a 1.5 pounds. Sweet. All right, a little bit of redemption. Feeling good, trending in the right direction. Let's send this fish back. See if we can't catch another one. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, he's fighting weird. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a drum. It's a drum. He was way out there in the current. That's a weird spot for a drum, I feel like. Hey, just moments after catching that first white bass, we got a drum. Second fish down here below the discharge is a nice freshwater drum. Honestly, guys, I will take anything that this river will give me after the long day we endured at the first spot. But it's a nice fish. He fought good out there in the current. I actually had to make a swap to just a single 1/8 ounce head and a grub. I kept getting hung up. I also put a heavier leader on because I had like 4-pound test on there and I was just getting stuck in the rocks. But anyways, that is the second fish down here. We just caught that white bass a couple of casts ago. We're gonna send this drum back into the river and see what else this place has in store for us. They might be just now starting to turn on. What a beautiful golden colored freshwater drum. There we go. There we go. I think it's another big white bass. Oh, it's a stud. Get up in here. Ooh, we'll let you fight a second. We'll let you fight a second. Look at the tub on that one. You ready to come in? You already done? You're surely not done. She's done. Oh my goodness, look at how fat that one is. Whoo. All right. Fish number 3 down here below the dam. Our second white bass of the afternoon. This one here is a little bit bigger than the first one I caught. Just a tubster. I thought it was like a big female at first, but I think it's just fed up on a bunch of shad and shiners I'm seeing flickering down here in the water. Really nice fish. Definitely what we're after down here. There's also a chance to catch some stripers and some hybrids. Maybe we'll get lucky with that. But like I said earlier, I'm just tickled to catch anything down here at this point, and you put up a good fight. We'll send him back in the water. Hopefully catch a couple more. I should be catching them right here, but I've caught all of them kind of down current a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Making stuff up. I knew I should catch one right. Oh, it's another. What is that? Oh, did you see that? I think that was a striper. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a, I don't think it's a white bass. Oh, it's a drum. It's a nice one though. Look at that. Thing is bulldogging me. I mean, look at this. Flexing this ACC out. Come here, drum boy. They are loving this chartreuse grub. Oh, oh. I was trying to lip you. There we go. Oh. He's trying to make this way too dramatic. What's not to love about that guy right there? That's our biggest drum of the day. He's probably about 3 pounds. Guys, I like the colors of them. I love like that kind of oystery, kind of blue and kind of purple. They also get that golden. That first one I caught had some gold in him, but he just chomped it. Look at that. He loved that 2-inch curly tail. Actually, it's a 3-inch curly tail grub. And it's on an 1/8 ounce double cross jig head. I really love that bright pink one. But man, he was bulldogging me. And then a big fish jumped while I was fighting him. Looked like a striper. That is awesome. Okay, we're gonna send him back. We're gonna get back after it. Seems like the bite has definitely turned on. And it's usually how it is out here below these discharges. Early in the morning, late in the evening are the times you wanna be out here. Cool fish. Yeah. Oh, there we go. 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 Oh, it's another nice little white bass. Whew, we just swapped sides. The other side was a little rough and we weren't getting any more bites. So we came over here to the good side. Like I was just saying, we just came over here to the other side of the spillway. There was a lot of people over here earlier, so we decided to try the other side out. It was a little fast. We did have a good spot though, and I thought we would catch more than what we did, but nice to be back over here on this side. That was my first cast, I think. Might be my second one. But it's our smallest white bass of the day, but hopefully we can get some more. Send him back. There we go. There we go. Woo. Finally got us another white bass. Not a monster. He bit the crappie magnet. Swapped up to the killer clat crappie magnet. Kind of a good natural color. And we got ourselves another little white bass. A little skinnier than the ones we caught earlier, but still a nice fish. I'm ready for that to get a little bit later because the saugers might come out. If we catch some saugers, that'd be sick. There's a light that comes on off this dam too and it gets them fired up. Bye, buddy. There we go, there's another one. Firing up now, found a color they like. Make quick work of that one right there. Hey, looks like the one we just released. I've been swapping colors like crazy, just trying to get something that they like. And they like that killer clat crappie magnet, one of our colors that you can get in our crappie magnet bundles. It's one of our favorites. I didn't know it was in my box. If I would have known it was in there, I probably would have had it on to start with. But another nice little white bass. Good keeper size. We're not keeping any fish this afternoon. We're just out here having fun, but we'll definitely be back out here again soon to keep some. So if you'd like to see a catch cook river fishing edition, let us know in the comment section. But we're gonna send this guy back into the river, try to find some more big ones like we had earlier. Woo! Peace. There we go. What a little baby. A little baby white bass. They're biting pretty good over here on this side, but they seem to be just a little bit smaller. But I'll take it. I'll take the action. I think we're getting close to have caught 10 fish down here now. Not bad. Give them a little toss back in. That one bit the grub. I was thinking about taking this jig head off because honestly, this is an 1/8 ounce and that's a 32nd ounce, and it's a little bit heavy for this side. You want it to use as light of a jig head as you possibly can when you're on these rocks. Keeps from digging down in there. And it's just a little bit heavy. This was good on the other side, we have more current. But I'm probably gonna ride with it just a little bit longer, maybe see if I can just get hung up and lose it. But I might swap it out here for a 16th here really soon. There we go. Oh, is that a bass? Uh-oh, we got a new species. New species, look at this little guy. Whew, this one here's a tub. They're liking that magnet. Everything I've caught pretty much has been on the magnet. New species alert, we have our first spotted bass of the day, and he loved that killer clat crappie magnet. He smoked it. I might have to double up on this thing, honestly. Do that thing where I put a smaller head on the bottom. Get him unhooked. I knew that it felt different whenever he bit it and he was fighting weird. I mean, look at the colors, just beautiful. I love these spotted bass. I've caught some giants down here too. It'd be cool to catch a big one today. But happy to have knocked another species off the list. We've caught largemouth bass, white bass, drum, and spotted bass. 4 species. We'll send him back so we can get some more. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on. Bigger white bass. He's a fighter. They come in waves. You catch like 4 or 5 real quick, or 2 or 3 real quick, and then you go like 5, 6 minutes without nothing. He's on that grub. There we go. I honestly thought this one here was a little bit bigger than what he is. He fought really, really good for this size class white bass. The bite is picking up. We're gonna send him back. We're running on daylight. It's 6:04, it gets dark about 6:30, but then the lights come on, so we might have a good 45, 50 minutes of good fishing light left. Let's send him back. See if we can't find ourselves a river monster. Oh, it's a fish. Oh, snap. I thought I had a rock. Did he eat it? What is this? It's something snagged in the back. I don't know if it's a game fish or a rough fish or what. Kind of crazy looking. I literally went to pop it. That's a something. It's a little something. Golly, he's working me. Hooked right in the fin. Oh no, he came off, no. It was like a quillback sucker or something. Then I literally went to go pop, and it went, grr. I was like, oh, be a flathead. Man, we almost had another species. Another little white bass. We just lost our little sucker fish, but we got a white bass. Seems like every time I catch one, I catch 2. Then I gotta wait a second, and then I catch a couple more. Nice little guy. Get on that top jig. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Oh, I got one too, no way. No way. No way. No way. No way. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, look at this. A sauger. Come over here and show this one over here. Oh my gosh. That's pretty crazy, right? Look at this. This is my buddy Ronnie. I looked over and he had this sauger. And I was like, no way. And then mine went off and I caught a sauger. Very nice. just doubled up on saugers. It is 6:13, so that's the magic time. Crunched it. Man, wish I had a bucket, but that's all right. I know someone who has a bucket.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bring him over there to you in a second.
Make a fish taco, won't it?
It sure will. Look at that. This is what you want when you come down below these river discharges this time of year. That is a sauger. Not to get confused with the walleye. Walleyes get the white tip on their fins. These sauger are kind of more of this golden, kind of ambery mottled color, and they have those black spots up there on their fin. Isn't that cool? Man, that's what I'm talking about. Well, that was awesome. That right there, you know, if we don't catch any more fish, which I think we're gonna catch some more fish, that's a great bookend of the day. We started off with a big 5-pound largemouth, end it with a sauger. You know, we had to overcome some adversity to get there, and I wish we would have maybe made the decision to leave lake number 1 earlier, but hey, we're making it work, making it happen down here, eating the double jigs. That sauger ate the grub, and everything else over here on this side's really been loving that crappie magnet. There's a chance for more. Let's get them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh, it's a nice one. Oh, that is a nice one. Is that a, yeah, it's a white bass. I almost thought it was a giant crappie for a second. Look at him, he can't even fight, he's so big. He's just thrashing. Look at him, he's just head thrashing. Well, come here, honey. Oh my goodness. Now that is what I'm talking about. Look at the tub, she couldn't do nothing with it. She couldn't do nothing. That's our biggest white bass of the day. Victim to the killer clat crappie magnet. We ought to call that one Killer Cole. We should rename it. Just kidding. That is awesome. Look at that thing. That one there's probably 2 1/4. Big old tub. That's a nice one. I think it's honestly probably the first female we've caught down here today. That is sweet, but she didn't fight at all. She was just up top, just, stop, put me back, let it go. I'll let you go, baby girl. What a nice fish. There we go. Another nice white bass. Another nice white, oh gosh, pull and drag. That got really heavy all of a sudden. I was hoping maybe I got a second one on there. Oh my gosh, you're a big female. Come here. Okay, we're getting ready to wrap things up. That's a really nice white bass. Big one's gonna be biting right here at dark. Send this guy back. Oh gosh, here she goes. Dang, not my best effort. But today, we put in maximum effort to try to catch some fish. We spent 8 hours at the first lake, caught 1 fish, came down here, fished until pitch black dark, and then we probably caught like 20 fish. We caught some more after it got dark. We actually ended up catching some crappie. Y'all aren't gonna see that because it got too dark, but if y'all wanna see us come back down here and catch some crappie, let us know because we will definitely be doing that. We also caught 3 more sauger. It was crazy. They weren't very big, they were small sauger, but still, we had an awesome time today. We had some, like I said, we had lots of peaks and valleys, mostly a long valley, like a deep valley, like a trench, like a Mariana Trench, low. But we turned things around here at the river discharge, and that was honestly my best outing out here so far this year. I've been down here a few times just trying to test the waters, trying to make spring show itself quicker than it has. And I think we're finally getting to a time where we're gonna be able to consistently catch fish down here. But again, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. If y'all enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if y'all would like to get some of the fishing gear you saw us use in today's episode, we'll have it all linked down below for y'all in the video description. Yeah, that's it. It's dark. We're gonna head home, get some food in our bellies, and we will see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.